Today we're going to talk about game demos and how they might hurt sales. Drop me a line in the comments below, but first, my opinion. I'm Tarmack and this is Feature Creep. Oh, I've got a good one for you today. D.I.C.E is an annual summit put on by the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. It stands for Design, Innovate, Communicate, and Entertain. Every year it has big-name game and other entertainment media speakers. The purpose of the event is really as an entertainment conference for developers, and as such, you tend to get a bit of a raw insider view when you watch some of the presentations. A man by the name of Jesse Schell did a presentation this year on the topic of game demos. You may never have heard of him, but he's a well-respected analyst in the game industry who runs a group called Puzzle Clubhouse, which is a self-described experiment in crowd-designed games. Jesse talks about how game demos can hurt video game sales, giving numbers analyzed in some cases as up to a 50% reduction. Now, his numbers have some stats-related omissions, making the face value difficult to just accept, but basically he's saying that if you release a demo, there's a good chance you'll sell fewer copies. Instead, it's better to focus on exciting trailers to tease players, but give them no way to try it before buying. Now, if I was sitting in a backroom board meeting at some large publisher, this wouldn't surprise me, but to have active consumer manipulation discussed in a public forum is a little bit bizarre. The point that he's making is that customers plan video game purchases before the titles are released, and if your customers get a chance to try the game, they may decide they don't like it, or just not continue with their plan because the demo was satisfying enough. It's the equivalent of many of the retail stores that you know dropping their 30-day demo, also referred to as a return policy. But I have to sit back and ask, is the lesson here really that game companies need to stop releasing demos? Is it that they need to stop releasing garbage? Or maybe the actual game market is inflated by people hyped up by marketing? If your game demo is enough to convince a customer not to buy your game, it would seem a stretch for the customer to be the problem in this equation. It certainly could be that the demo was just bad or the game not enticing enough, but that's a company problem. It was a brazen point to make, and as an analyst, his job isn't to look out for what's best for the game consumer. He's at least partially right that game demos can in many cases hurt game sales. Much like my retail example, a return policy is referred to as a cost of doing business. It has the potential to hurt sales when people bring back a product that was either bad or simply didn't fit the need that they were looking to fill. But a return policy, much like a game demo, also shows that the company has confidence in their products and goodwill towards their customers. Feel free to avoid demos because they are costly, difficult to make for some games, time-consuming, and so on. But to do it because you're worried people might not otherwise be hyped into buying a game that will just end up sitting on their shelf unplayed or return it to GameStop for some store credit is bad, and you should feel bad. So what do you think? Are you more likely to buy a game with a sweet trailer and no demo? Leave me a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. That's all I have to say. Tarmack out.